Hello everyone, this is the fourth session of second lesson nutrition in animals. So last class we have studied about the digestion in humans. So today we are going to begin with digestion in grass eating animals. Digestion in grass eating animals. Have you observed cow, buffalo and other grass eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating? What happens is that those animals quickly swallow the grass and store it in the part of the stomach called rumen. So they will quickly swallow the grass and those food is stored in the part of the stomach called rumen, and the food is partially digested in the rumen. The food is partially digested in the rumen, and that partially digested food is known as cud. C-U-D. Cud. So that partially digested food is known as cud. But later this cud returns back to the mouth and the animals chew it. And this process is called rumination. This process is called rumination. This process is called rumination, and those animals are called ruminants. And those type of animals are called ruminants. And those type of animals are called ruminants. So what happens is that in grass eating animal, they will swallow the grass, and this grass reaches the rumen, the part of the stomach known as the rumen. From the rumen or inside the rumen, the food is partially digested, and that partially digested food is called cud. So after some time, this cud returns back to the mouth itself, and the animals chew that food. That process is called rumination, and these type of animals are called ruminants. These type of animals are called ruminants. So we'll just go through the digestive system in ruminants. Digestive system in ruminants. So the food is taken through the mouth. The food is taken through the mouth, goes to the next part known as the esophagus. From the esophagus, the food is passed to the next part known as the rumen. Next part known as the rumen. And rumen is the one of the part of the stomach. Actually, this whole structure is known as the stomach, and rumen is one of the part of the stomach. And actually, this stomach has four parts. Stomach has four parts, and the first part is the rumen. The first part is the rumen. The other three you don't need to study. So we are talking only about the rumen. So rumen is the first part or first chamber of the stomach, and it is the largest chamber in the stomach. So rumen is the largest chamber in the stomach, and it is the first chamber. So other three we don't have to study. So we'll study about the rumen. So from the esophagus, the food reaches the rumen, and inside the rumen, the food is partially digested, and that partially digested food is called cud. And after some time, this cud again returns back to the mouth itself. So this cud again return back to the mouth, and the animals chew that cud. So animals will chew that cud, and after some time, after chewing, this food again comes back to the rumen itself. So after chewing the food comes back to the rumen, and the food is digested here for some time. So after coming back, the food will be digesting for some time, and it again goes to the second part, then it goes to the third part, and then it goes to the fourth part. And after the fourth chamber, the food is transferred to the next part known as the small intestine. So after digestion, the food goes to the small intestine. So majority of the digestion takes place in the small intestine itself, and digested food will be taken by the body, and undigested food is passed to the next part known as the large intestine and through anus, and from the large intestine then comes the anus, and through the anus the waste material is eliminated. So this is the digestive system in ruminants. So starting with the mouth, food then goes to the esophagus, then it goes to the rumen. Rumen is the first chamber in the stomach, and it is the largest chamber. Then it is partially digested. That partially digested food is called cud. After some time, this cud goes back to the mouth itself. The animals will chew for some time. Again, it comes back to the rumen itself. Then it goes to the second chamber of the stomach. After that, third chamber, then to the fourth chamber, and finally it goes to the small intestine. Next part known as the small intestine, and majority of the digestion takes place in the small intestine, and after that the food goes into the large intestine and waste material is eliminated through the anus. So this is about the digestive system in ruminants. Digestive system in ruminants. The grasses that is eaten by the ruminants are rich in cellulose. So the grasses that is eaten by the ruminants are rich in cellulose. And this cellulose is a type of carbohydrate. So cellulose is a type of carbohydrate, and in the rumen there is a bacteria that help in the digestion of cellulose. So in rumen there is a bacteria that help in the digestion of cellulose, and many animals including human beings cannot digest this cellulose. So many animals including human beings cannot digest the cellulose. So far you have learned about the animals that possess the digestive system, but there are many organisms which does not have a mouth and the digestive system. So one among them is the amoeba, and now we are going to study about the feeding and digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic single-celled organism found in pond water. So amoeba is a microscopic. What do you mean by microscopic? Yes, we cannot see them through our naked eyes. You can see them only under the microscope. So it is a microscopic and single-celled organism. Single-celled means only one cell. So it is a single-celled organism found in pond water. So you can see mainly in pond water. You can see amoeba mainly in pond water, and this amoeba has a cell membrane. The amoeba has a cell membrane, a round nucleus and small bubble-like food vacuoles in the cytoplasm. So this is the basic structure of amoeba. Amoeba is having a cell membrane, a round nucleus and small bubble-like structure called food vacuoles in the cytoplasm. And this amoeba constantly changes its shape. So this amoeba does not have a definite shape. It keeps on changing the shape. So amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. So we can tell that amoeba does not have a definite shape. Amoeba pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet for capturing food and movement. So the finger-like projections is known as pseudopodia. So the amoeba is having one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia, also known as false feet. So here pseudopodia, P is silent here. So we will spell it as pseudopodia. So that finger-like structure is known as pseudopodia, also known as false feet. And this pseudopodia helps in movement and capture of food. So the function of pseudopodia is movement and capturing of food. Amoeba feeds on some microscopic organism. When it senses food, it pushes the pseudopodia around the food particles and engulfs it. So when the food particles reaches near the amoeba, using the pseudopodia, they will cover the food and the food is engulfed inside the body. So engulfed means it is taken inside the body. So when the food reaches near the amoeba, using pseudopodia, they will cover the food and it is engulfed. The food is engulfed inside the body, and this food is trapped by the food vacuole. So the food that reaches inside the body is trapped by the food vacuole, and inside the food vacuole there are digestive juices. So inside the food vacuole there are digestive juices. Digestive juice will break down this food into simple substances. So this inside the food vacuole there are digestive juice. This digestive juice will break down the food into simple particles or simple substances, and digested food is taken by the body and undigested food is eliminated from the body, or undigested food is eliminated from the body. So by this we are concluding our second lesson. Hope everybody has understood what I have taught. See you later. Thank you.